in Glens Falls. Plus, more on what you can expect weather-wise throughout the day. News 10 ABC in the morning starts right now.
You're watching January Keaton. Meteorologist
Everybody, I'm News 10's January Keaton. Christina is off today. We'll get to those top stories in just a second, but first, let's get a check of traffic.
News 10.
I will give you $20 if you make a snow angel on the air, Amy. Long before the snow fell, road crews were hard at work, as Amy said, but they're looking to beat, that's beat with 2 E's, the impending slippery conditions. The Thruway Authority says for 3 years now, they've been using a combination of 80% salt brine and 20% beet juice. And the surviving victim of yesterday's deadly hostage situation in Aurora, Colorado has been identified. Police have identified the shooter as 33. All right, thank you so much, Kenny. The capital region got through the majority of Hurricane Sandy relatively unscathed. Still, at the height of the storm, thousands lost power. And while some of a white Christmas came true, causing travel headaches, ABC's Wendy Gillette reports on the holiday weather.
Oh, Jesus, look at that.
Wendy Gillette, ABC News, New York.
Police in Webster, New York say they found human remains inside the home where a deadly trap was laid for 2 volunteer firefighters. Police say William Spangler set fire to his home.
Goals may be a bit lofty. Executive director of the New York State School Board Association said he liked the speech, but has a pressing question he says Cuomo didn't really address.
What he had to say about
One of his goals, a very interesting one. He wants teachers to have to pass a bar, much like lawyers have to pass a bar before they're able to practice law. Teachers would
made mention of her father, who passed away just before Election Day. Advocates for equality in Maine declare victory as a handful of the state's gay couples don't wait past midnight to tie the knot.
With a high near 28.
We start to warm up near freezing.
That's it's all relative.
All right, thank you so much, Andy. Let's check in with News 10's Josh Sims for a preview of what's ahead in sports. Josh.
I think it's important that every child gets a full meal like every other child, so nobody goes hungry.
Now, little Annika, who you just saw there, she was just the bomb to interview because she was so passionate, so eloquent about fighting hunger in New York State, and she was right on board with the rest of the ralliers today as they crusade for Governor Cuomo to make that.
Well, many of you reaching out tonight through social media, sending your thoughts and prayers to the families left devastated by Friday's tragedy. On Facebook, Kathy writes, "So incredibly sad. My heart just breaks for the families." The sadness of yesterday's tragedy is being felt nationwide. Last night, thousands came together for candlelight vigils in their communities to pay respects to those killed
that experienced the most crime activity. Now, some fun facts about Chief Kilcullen. He's one of 7 children, and his brother Kevin is also on the Schenectady police force. He's an avid Lakers fan, says he loves the Lakers, and his favorite saying is work hard, do the right thing, and everything else will fall into place. And I guess that seemed to work for him. Live in Schenectady, January Keaton, News 10.
Pretty good advice to live by. All right, thank you, January.
Obama is back in the White House tonight after his Hawaiian vacation, and he definitely needs the rest as he returns to the Capitol to face a jam-packed agenda. At the top tonight, a man fighting for his life after he was found with a severed arm and leg. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm January Keaton. The 21-year-old man is in critical condition tonight. Snow that was dumped across our area the night before last. That snow is causing some serious headaches, especially in the city of Albany, where parking bans are in effect. News 10's Taryn Kane has more from Washington Park. Victims of the Connecticut school massacre were buried today. At the same time, the shooting tragedy is pushing gun reform on top of the national agenda.
Hear about gun control and gun legislation. Governor Rick Perry from Texas, he's coming out in support of legislation like allowing teachers to carry concealed handguns in school, while others say
reporting. A teen who survived a shooting at a mall in Oregon back on December 11th is speaking out for the first time since that terrifying day.
It's a very well choreographed operation. It involves federal agents, it involves the housing authority, it even involves the criminals themselves. And I'll explain all that coming up at 6. Live in Albany, January Keaton, News 10.
We look forward to that.
January Keaton wishing you and your families a very happy holiday indeed. The Capital City Rescue Mission is doing their part to make sure everyone has something this year. Not much information is being released at this time, but we will continue to bring you the latest as it does become available. Amsterdam police also looking for 2 men involved in an armed robbery of the year. And for bargain hunters, today's trip to the big box stores or online vendors could be very worthwhile. Today's deals may be better than what was offered on Black Friday. Big News 10's Angelique Teje, who's live outside of the nursing home with more. Angelique, what's the latest at this hour?
I feel like 15 below zero. January?
Thank you so much, Andy. President Obama making very specific comments on tackling gun violence in the United States in the wake of Sandy Hook. Coming up, you'll hear what he thinks about the NRA's call to keep armed guards in school. You're watching News 10 ABC at 6. We're right back after the break. That's right. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us at 6. News 10 returns tonight at 11. Have a great night. Okay, everything looks just awful. I don't like it. All right, thank you so much, Andy, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here tonight at 11. Have a